Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Joshua, and today I want to talk about boobs. You love them, I love them, hell, I love them so much that I decided to grow a pair of my own. But unfortunately, some people are so threatened by the mere presence of breasts that they're willing to go on Twitter and denigrate any woman who dresses immodestly. Like this douchebag. Twitter user Pen Titan. So let's take a look at this thread he shat out and see what he has to say. But if you like what I do, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. It's free, it's easy, and it really helps out a small creator like myself. Thank you. I love you.
The rising trend of braless women parading the streets is overwhelming.
Okay, let me translate for this tool. I saw a couple of women out and about not wearing a bra, and like a fucking creep, I couldn't help but notice, and now I need to tell the world that I'm bothered by it.
Those with prominent nipples carelessly wear tops with thin fabrics and swagger about.
He says carelessly, like women are wearing those garments on accidents. Again, blaming women for the fact that he can't keep his eyes to himself. Although the image of women just kind of throwing boob meat around like a boss is kind of funny. Plus, dipshit, nipples can show through bras.
If you talk, they'll tell you it's their choice.
Hey, asshole, it is their choice.
The annoying thing is the lack of differentiation.
Now, that is a bit of a cliffhanger, I'll admit, and you're probably asking, Josh, you amazingly virile man, what differentiation is this fart talking about? Well, my incredibly stacked viewer, he's talking about this differentiation.
Back in the day, men could identify prostitutes from the way they dressed.
Yes, Mr. Boobs Overwhelm Me, even though I have the word tit in my Twitter handle, is annoyed that he can't tell who is and isn't a prostitute. Sadly, he continues.
It was easy to see one and approach her with all the confidence, knowing it was a matter of haggling prices.
Okay, first off, sex work is real work, and if you don't agree with that, you can go ahead and leave my channel. Secondly, is it just me, or does it sound like he's speaking from experience? And if he is speaking from experience, then that makes him a shitty customer because everyone knows the worker sets the price.
Today, everybody dresses and behaves like a prostitute. It has become an issue.
Even if that was true, that kind of sounds like a you problem, buddy.
Nonetheless, why are young women towing the path of body sexualization?
Why are you so worried about what you're doing? Your misogyny's showing and it ain't pretty on you.
What is so raving about revealing your thighs to 2.5 inches from your punani?
First off, the word punani? Gross. Secondly, it's called bodily autonomy, but you made it immediately clear that you don't seem to be a believer in that if you come on Twitter and decide to bitch and whine about how women with their evil boobs distract me and make my brain go.
Why must you let us know your nipples are full?
They aren't letting you or anyone know anything, you fucking idiot. What they wear has nothing to do with you.
Do you lack fathers, brothers, or don't they care? It's becoming alarming.
Well, if they don't have fathers, then you damn sure didn't grow up around women. Sad thing is, if you did and you think the way you do, you probably had to learn it from somewhere. So chances are the women in your family had to deal with this kind of bullshit too.
There's nothing wrong in decency.
There isn't, but you don't get to police what is and isn't decent. Plus, the standard for decency changes throughout time. For example, in the early 1920s, flappers were considered indecent for their short bobbed haircuts and high-hemmed skirts, which were still below the knee.
Every Sunday I see women looking hot in decent clothes.
And there it is, folks. I could have bet my life that he's religious of some sort, and while he didn't come out and say church, what fucking else could he mean by Sunday? He's definitely not going to a tailgate with the Bills Mafia spewing this shit about decency.
Men are also to blame.
I mean, I know we're responsible for a lot of bad shit, so kind of hard to argue there, but pray tell, how is it our fault this time?
Because when you call some of the women out for it, they tell you their boyfriends are okay with it.
First off, you can go fuck yourself for calling women out for what they wear. Secondly, the boyfriends, husbands, partners are okay with it, and if they aren't, well, that's too fucking bad. Look, if the woman I'm dating and I go out and she wants to wear the lowest cut top just this side of getting some bullshit ticket for indecent exposure, then that's what she wants to do. I'm totally fine with that. But at the same time, if you walk up to her and say something about what she's wearing, if she allows me to, I'm knocking your teeth down your throat.
I'll assume they don't have fathers and brothers, so I'll stick to boyfriends. It's fine.
I love the arrogance this shitbag has to assume that any woman who dresses to a standard that isn't modest enough for him is some kind of fatherless, brotherless, directionless woman.
But indecency as a woman will never take you far.
Unfortunately for us all, you and a lot of men being misogynistic pieces of shit doesn't seem to hinder your guys' life too much, so.
You can bring up Cardi B and Minaj if you like.
Ben Shapiro, is that you? Is that you behind this thread? So that's the end of this thread, and this thread is basically nothing more than misogyny. No one has a right to police the way anyone dresses. It's bullshit thinking like this that causes story after story of girls getting suspended from school because the school thought that their perfectly normal tank top showed too much of her skin and was distracting to the boys? How about instead of getting overwhelmed by women in short skirts and other revealing clothes, you do what I do when I go out. Just mind my own fucking business. Women don't owe you or society modesty. They don't owe anyone a fucking thing. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Again, it's free, it's easy, and it really helps out a creator like myself. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can be alerted anytime my beautiful face is ready to grace your screen with yet another video. And if you'd like to support me, please consider becoming a patron or donating to my Ko-fi, both of which will be listed in the description box down below. If you want to follow me on social media, those are all right here. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.